How's it going, everyone? Today I am reviewing the Super Mario Bros. Movie that just came out, not the live action piece of garbage that was filled in our eyes a long time ago, but the new one that just came out, the animated one. And I will say this is a pretty good adaptation of Mario, probably the best that I've seen. I did see this in theaters, but I saw it a while after it came out, so I'm not on the ball on this one, but I am a big fan of the Mario Bros. Franchise. Now, that being said, I thought this was a pretty good film, although there are like a few gripes that I have about this. Let me just lay out the story, like just lay it all out there in front of you. Basically, this starts off, Mario and Luigi are brothers. I bet you didn't know that one. And they are starting their own plumbing company, and they don't really have any calls, but they make this ad on TV, and someone actually calls, like they get their first call for plumbing. That shit is horrible. They had like one job to do and they did it, but this homeowner had a dog that kind of messes things up. It's a real goofy scene. It's pretty funny, but anyways, then they come back home and are told by their dad that like basically they're dumb for pursuing their dream of being like plumber duo people or whatever. Later that night, there's a big old flood happening in the city. I think they're in New York, Brooklyn maybe? I can't remember. It's been a bit. I've had some time since I've seen the movie, but basically they go to like help rescue the city and end up going into this really dusty old part of the like drainage system in the city, and it's filled with all these old pipes, and basically Luigi wanders into one, and it's like the green pipes that they use in the games, and he gets like teleported off into nowhere, and Mario goes after him. Then this sparks this whole adventure with the premise is that Bowser is trying to take over like the whole Mushroom Kingdom, and then after that he's gonna take over Cranky Kong's land. They get there, and shortly after, Mario and Luigi are split up, and Luigi goes into Bowser's Dark No-No forest and stumbles upon Bowser's like old bachelor pad. It's all like ruined and shit, like they had a party at a house and just left it. And at first I thought that was gonna be like some cool Luigi's Mansion kind of nod, but I don't think it was, which is unfortunate. That could have been a really cool like side movie, in my opinion, is to have like Luigi kind of stumble into the mansion and then have like a movie about what happened in the mansion. But obviously I'm not a movie script writer, so I don't know if that would even work. But basically Luigi gets captured by Bowser, and then Mario lands in the Mushroom Kingdom, and his quest is to just basically find and save Luigi so they can get the hell out of there. And yeah, that's like his whole thing. But then him and Princess Peach end up like forming a good friendship bond, I would say. I don't know if they become quite like middle school lovers yet, but they're close. They're right there. They're pretty good friends. But they go on this quest to stop Bowser. In this movie, Bowser seems kind of like a joke, in my opinion. Also, Luigi, like, at least in the games, Luigi is kind of like the scared brother I would say, which is a real shame because I actually think I like Luigi more than Mario. But Luigi is just basically a big scaredy cat the whole time. He doesn't really do anything for himself except for maybe a few scenes here and there and maybe towards the end, but he's definitely a little scared boy throughout the whole movie. And the whole thing's pretty goofy, but the thing is that Bowser only has a few scenes where he actually seems like he's like a tyrant turtle, because there are some other like goofy scenes where he is like singing his heart out about how much he loves Peach. That's another aspect of the movie, is that he really wants to marry Peach. So same in the games, but he wants to take over everything and have Peach as his lover, and he wants to marry her. And so he's doing all of this stuff and getting his superstars and shit. Got his whole posse around him. All the boys are ready for him to get married. So that's his quest. One thing I like about this film is that they don't show everyone in the Mario world in the film, because I think that would be a very big strain, and it would just be like cameo dump after cameo dump the whole time, like showing off every single Mario character that ever lived. I'm glad they stuck to like a few, and that was it. Granted, it was like arguably the most important of the few, but I did think it was a pretty good film. I thought the voice actors, going into it, I knew who the voice actors were, and I was kind of iffy on some of them, but I thought they all did a really good job of voice acting these characters. The animation is pretty good. I don't know if I said that already. And then the story is pretty good. It follows pretty closely to the games, I think, and there's a lot of cool nods to different Mario aspects. Like at one point they're driving cars like Mario Kart, and the Mario Kart theme's playing. They teased some Yoshis. They didn't actually like really show Yoshi at all, but they showed like all the dudes running at one point. There was a small cameo, but yeah, I thought the movie was very well done. I anticipated that Mario and Luigi would have accents the whole time, but no, they just talk normally, which is an interesting twist. I think it worked. It was a little jarring at first. The movie starts off and it's the commercial that they filmed, and then it switches to like them in a restaurant watching, and they're like, oh, was the accent too much? And so I thought that was a little jarring with the accents, but I think it works. I think it definitely works for the film. But anyways, this was definitely a good film. IMDb gave it a 7.3 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 59%, and Metacritic a 46%. I definitely think that those places are completely off their rockers. I think this movie deserves a lot more credit than that. I don't know what they're thinking. I didn't read the reviews, but I am probably gonna give this one an 85 because I just thought it was a really well done film. Obviously, I would probably wait till it comes out of theaters to watch it though. It's not like a super must-see film, but it's definitely a good film. So for that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.